Hey folks, happy 2026, and welcome to my ninth video in this series. I know it's not real popular, I don't have a lot of listeners, but I'm hoping maybe I'm getting through to somebody. I hope. I don't know. Trying, doing my own little tiny part here. So I've been thinking about all the craziness going on in the past 6 months with ICE raids and not that the ICE raids are crazy, but the response to the ICE raids is pretty nutty. The left is trying to gin up people to be their useful idiots. I think it was Lenin, possibly Lenin, who said you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, and these people getting shot or being arrested or whatever are the eggs being broken for the sake of the leftists who want to achieve absolute power. That's what this is ultimately about. Anyway, I'm going to make more of my case. I've made my case in other videos. I'm going to make more of a case here. This one is entitled "Vote Right Only." Sounds pretty, narrow-minded. I understand, but I'm going to make a case for this, and I don't see how or why any sane American is going to give the left any power in this country the way the left is today. If the left was dominated by Senator Manchins or Liebermans, I'd say the Democratic Party would be more competitive in terms of their sanity. However, they are not a liberal party anymore. They become a communo-fascist party, and they are using violence to achieve their ends. All right, I've harped on this enough. I'm going to try to make my case. I want to keep these short. So my first example of my first case of why you should vote right and right only. There is homosexual porn in public schools. This is being pushed by the left. They say that the right is trying to ban books. The books we want to ban and want removed, if you want to use the word ban, is exposing grade school kids to all kinds of graphic sexual behavior, both heterosexual and homosexual. Do you want your 8-year-old reading a book about some guy having a man penetrate him in his rear? Because that's what they're reading. Enabling transgenderism for grade school kids. Coming out celebrations for 9-year-olds. Encouraging and enabling teenage girls who think they're boys to remove their healthy breasts. Boys who think they're girls crushing actual girls in all-girls sporting events. All of this is being pushed hard by the left. You people vote into power. Eliminating free speech. Famed left-wing activist masquerading as a journalist, Joy Reid on MSNBC, once said that free speech is white supremacist. A journalist, a so-called news reporter who makes her living on the First Amendment, said the First Amendment was white supremacist. This lady who also decides to dye her hair blonde, but that's another thing altogether. Former President Biden said that he was going to force the Little Sisters of the Poor to violate their own religious beliefs in favor of abortion rights. I suppose that wall of separation only blocks in one direction for the left, Lying about political violence. The left, be they politicians or so-called journalists, will tell you that they condemn political violence and that all such violence only comes from the right anyway. Remember that the burning fires in Ferguson were mostly peaceful protests. And that all such, I'm reading something over here, were mostly peaceful protests, and that Charlie Kirk's assassination was understandable. Oh, we condemn political violence, but you have to understand. Do you see anything like this coming from the right? I'm trying to keep these short, like I said. So these are just a few examples. I may do more in the future to expand on this, to give more examples of why giving the left in America any power is dangerous. Folks, whatever your economic situation, whatever the personality of the politician in question, these things ultimately do not matter. Liberty, constitutionally protected liberty, has to be your voting priority in any election. Be safe, be well.